What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And this is Not Another Damn Podcast.
Yes.
Presented by our damn selves. Still under quarantine for episode 149, but we're going to be all right.
Yeah.
I'm still in my crib. Naima's still in her crib. But we here for y'all, right?
Yes.
Doing what we do.
We're practicing our social distancing. We're
social
still
distancing. But we still bring you a fresh episode every week. It's how we do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We got to shout out the lovely jazz creative, J Scope. First fitness belt that covers your entire midsection and provides 100% comfort during your workouts. Yeah.
Yes. And it's
you can still work out while under quarantine from the crib. You can still get your workout on.
And it's starting to feel like real springish now because I think the weather's actually pretty nice now. It's actually getting...
What's up? The year we get a real spring, we got to be quarantined. On the years we get them fake springs when it's like snowy weather.
You were wearing jackets to like June. I had that where I wore a jacket to June before.
Mm-hmm. It's like early June when it's still like in the 60s and shit. Like, and we've had years. It's like high of 67, like in June, like a motherfucker.
But it's looking pretty nice out. Like I said, I think maybe this week I might take the kids out to the little back area in the back since they haven't been out in close to a month now. So I might take them out back and let them ride around out back in their cars and just do that, and then just take them back inside after like an hour. Like, okay, you got your air, now let's go back in the house.
There you go.
But yeah. Because I'm still just, you still got to be careful. You do. And I'm at the point now where I'm just trying to limit, like if I have to just go and drop off papers at my office and then that's all I just want to do and just do that like once a week. Like maybe I just go out once a week and that's it. That's where I'm at right now. I don't even want to be out really. I just don't.
I hate hitting up a store or anything like that at this point. Like, man, anytime I got to go to a store, I dread it at this point.
Yeah, you just go with caution, proceed with extreme caution. That's just all we can do because you have to replenish. So, write your list, have your list ready. You know what you need. I need this, I need that, I need that. Have your little list ready. I just don't like being around people. That's my thing.
Damn people, man.
Oh, I get it. I get it. But I'm glad that I'm starting to see, like when I was at the store, like people are obeying the social distancing, like people are being
marking the floor. That's what.
Right, I've seen people, and like even when you're coming down the aisle, like people like step to the side, like really avoid that contact with you to like I've been seeing that lately, which is good that people are being more respectful about that because before that people would just be all up in your space, and it's like really, come on.
And
but
right
now
behind
people are being more.
Away from me, man.
You said at this point you're just gonna hit somebody if they come right behind you.
Yeah, if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it through context. I'm knocking you out. Just stay the hell away from me.
But I mean, this is what now, week 3 of quarantine now.
Yep,
right?
Week 3. And the quarantine has been extended until April 30th. I don't know if we talked about that last time or did that happen this week? I don't remember.
I think it happened like right after we got the podcast, right after we recorded. I think that's when I saw it.
So we're reporting it now, yeah. We're in the quarantine at least until the 30th.
Yes. And at this point, I just feel like Marcus and I were having a talk, and Marcus said, honestly, he thinks that we're going to be quarantined in June. That's what Marcus was saying to me. And I'm like, I think honestly that they are just going month by month, and they are just assessing each month.
Yeah, like why announce staying at home?
A definitive number, yeah.
Man,
it should just be on a case by case basis because what's going on is that the numbers are still going up, and once the numbers start to decline or bottom out or whatever, then that's when they'll be like, okay, we're going to lift the executive order of you guys staying at home, because as long as the numbers are climbing, you can't. Think about roller coaster. You can't get off the roller coaster if the roller coaster is still climbing the hill. You can't, It has to be going down.
I think people upset about school not being canceled yet, but they don't have to cancel it yet. You already canceled for now. And then just see what happens, like at the end of the month. If it still sucks, then you can cancel. Like, there's no reason to say the rest of the year is canceled right now. You can wait till May 1st to cancel that shit or whatever.
Like, I know Indiana's already, they've closed.
I'm talking about CPS right now.
Yeah. Not in CPS. I was just naming the places that are. Like, it is a few areas of school that are. CPS is not as of right now. It is not. But I know, like, Indiana is.
People that are upset about it. And I was like, well, like, it's why? Because you're not like they planning classes anytime soon. Just you could wait until see what happens. It probably will get canceled, but there's no reason to cancel right now.
I know that Denver closed theirs because my friend told me that Denver, she was like that they've closed theirs for the rest of the year. So she said that her e-learning is starting for her kids Monday. So she was like she'll be doing the lessons with them on Monday for e-learning. But yeah, but technically it's like CPS. They sent out the email or whatever because technically this was supposed to be their spring break this week because Good Friday is this Friday coming up and then Easter is next Sunday. So it's supposed to be spring break this week, even though technically we've been kind of on break since like the 17th. Yeah, so it's kind of but they were basically just telling us to still. Do like your normal activity you're going to do, like, try to do fun activities with them and just try to still keep the spirits up and everything, even though, like, we've all been in the house for, like, 3 weeks now. But, try to break that to try to keep the kids entertained and try to keep them, from really with the panic of what's going on, But... yeah, CPS hasn't announced anything as of yet, but that, like we said, that can change at any time. But
there's no rush. That's why, because it's already canceled for the time being. So it's like, we'll see what happens. And it probably will end up getting canceled, but I say it's why people are upset. I'm like, it's not like they're saying come back to school tomorrow to see what happens. That's so there's no rush to like.
And I just feel bad for the graduating seniors and the graduating 8th graders. I feel really bad for them because it's like, you plan all this time, like, your graduation, your luncheon.
Especially those seniors, because we got prom and all of that stuff has been canceled. Like, there's a lot that seniors do, and none of that shit is happening.
Your picnic or whatever. Like I said, like for 8th graders, it's the luncheon you do, and you have like your awards ceremony and, all like the nice stuff that you do for graduation. And, it's just not going to happen right now. But the positive I did see come out, I saw a viral post about a guy who gave his daughter her prom. So like, he dressed up and then his daughter dressed up in her dress and then he dressed up in a suit. And, he, like, took his daughter to, like, prom in their house. And, like, they dressed up the house. They decorated up. And, they did prom at the house. And I was like, that they thought was really sweet that, her father
reminds me of an episode of The Cosby Show.
Oh, yeah. With the prom at the house. Remember that? Yeah. Claire never got to go to her prom, yeah.
So they said, let's have a prom here. Prom for mom. I remember that episode.
But I mean, I thought that was a nice, because you do have to like try to put something positive in this that's going on. Like I said before, both of my kids' birthdays were during this time. Khalil, actually, his birthday was just this past Friday. So now he's officially 2. And then Ariana turned 5 on the 25th. So I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old now. So
I went on live
terrible too.
While he was on his birthday. I went on Facebook Live and did a mix. And I started it off with 50 Cent in the club. Like, oh, shawty, it's your birthday. I kicked it off, yeah.
I know you're like, for Khalil, also, even though he can't be in the club, but it's okay.
Guess what? We don't give a fuck because that's your birthday. None of us can be in the club right now, technically, so there you go.
We've been in the club.
But I had to kick that off. And I was doing just fine until Facebook decided to be dicks and kicked me off for whatever reason.
Right. I was like, what was that? Like, are they just being haters now because people are starting to do more? You're starting to see more people DJ now on their live feeds. Is that what's going on? Is that just being some haterism?
Your video's been blocked, man. I saw that alert. Okay. Right when
like
I
we
was
all
really
need
starting
some.
to get into it. I was about an hour in when they blocked my video, and I was planning on going for another couple hours. I was gonna go like about
Right.
3 hours that night. About an hour in is when I saw that message. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, because you were getting it. Because like I was into it, and then when I saw it, I was like, "Wait, bro, your video just clicked off." I was like, "What just happened?" And then you called me like about maybe 10 minutes later. You was like, "Yeah, I got blocked." I was like, "What the?"
So I went another 10 minutes
But
before I realized it.
but I mean, you need to have this outlet because right now, like you don't have an outlet really. It's like like if you're blessed enough to be able to work from home, then that's such a blessing for people who can work from home.
Yeah.
For us, it's for essential workers who have to go out. My hat goes off to you. I say, stay safe, stay safe, stay safe.
Shout
I
out to
respect everything.
our cousin Mel. He's definitely putting in work right now during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our brother
Absolutely.
Kareem as well too. He's working quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
shout out to him. Yeah.
Yeah, for anybody who is an essential worker who has to be out there on the front lines, like I tip my hat to you. Thank you for what you're doing, and please be safe out there. Like I saw it on one of my friends' post because he's a mail carrier, and he posted, how he has to be because mail carriers, post office don't close. So he was out there delivering his mail. He has mask on. He just was posting his video showing like, hey, like post office don't close, so I gotta be out here delivering this mail for y'all. But just please be safe out there. But if you are a person,
a little bit. Let me turn back a little bit when we're talking about the DJs and cause it's been some controversy have been out there. Started by a comment left by Kid Capri last weekend.
Right.
After D Nice did his thing and he was like that. Well, D Nice did his thing and it went viral, and then Kid went on. I'm not sure. D Nice was he the one that posted his Cash App information? I'm not sure like how this even started. It might have been D Nice. I don't remember, or it could have been another random DJ. I don't know if it was D Nice that put it. But Kid Capri basically went on saying that putting the Cash App was corny, about like trying to make money off of this, and it's been mixed feelings about that. Like, what do you think? And then I'll give my opinion.
And then who was that who was going back and forth with Kid Capri real quick? Like it was
DJ
another
Scratch,
DJ was going
DJ Scratch was going back with
DJ Scratch.
EPMD's former DJ. DJ Scratch.
I think it is a mix. Me personally, as a non-DJ, like I said, because you're the DJ, I'm a non-DJ, but I think it's a mixed bag because it's like, especially if you are a DJ, Kid Capri, a Scratch, a D Nice, a DJ, a Jazz,
we're gonna talk about
Funk Master Flex. Who else?
DJ
but those big names like that. And those big names, DJ Mustard, like those big name DJs like that. If you are a big person like that, then obviously, you've made money hand over fist 10, 20, 30 times over. So you're paid, but like somebody who's like on a local level who may have been dependent on like, okay, they had gigs booked up because let's say they had proms booked up, they had weddings booked up, they had graduation parties, and now none of that stuff is happening right now. So that could have been your whole.
Not to mention your weekly club DJs out here. Like ain't no clubs right now.
Not your weekly club. So, exactly. But those ones who make money off of events, because it is a lot of DJs who be like, I can pay like my mortgage for 6 months off of if I just do events for just prom and graduation, and I can pay my mortgage.
You make some money during prom season, and then like I said, the ones I feel bad too, like your club DJs who this is their income. It's like they're not getting a check now, so like rent's due now. You haven't gotten paid since the middle of March, so it's like if you so right now you're in bad shape.
So that's why I say it's a mixed bag. And like, I feel like as long as it's done in a way where it's not like, you need to pay me. But if it's done as like like if you want to leave something, cool. If not, then enjoy the set. Like this is no charge or nothing, like no pressure. But if you want to leave something, cool. If not, then, cool. Enjoy it. I feel it should be that. Like I said, if you're trying to goad people and beat them into like, you need to, because like I need to pay my, if you do that, then I think that's, you shouldn't do it like that. But if you put it up as like a suggestion, like, like suggestive, like if you want to do it, then you can. I think as long as it's done like that, it's okay, because at the end of the day, like we said, people do have to pay bills, and if you were dependent on this income and now you're not getting this income, then are you going to let like they're supposed to not, like landlords aren't supposed to evict you. Mortgage companies aren't supposed to, send you to foreclosure. You're not supposed to during this time, but we know everybody doesn't always follow the rules that are outlined.
I've gotten letters from all of my creditors saying that, if you can't pay, then we understand. Even though, once again, I'm blessed to be in a position where I can pay my bills. But here's my take on the whole DJ thing, leaving your Cash App information and all of that. Me personally, I haven't done it because, like I said, I'm blessed to be in a position where I'm still making income, whether it's radio or teaching classes and stuff. I'm still in a decent position. But I get it why cats are doing that. And I get it why I said like the local cats. I think I kind of agree with Kid on it. It's kind of corny when D-Nice and like those big time DJs do it. Like if if y'all millionaires with your mansions and you posting Cash App information is like, I think that's corny. Right. But cats I know personally that are out here hurting. Like I said, a lot of my club DJs that haven't worked in 3 weeks now. And if you were if that's the money you were dependent on to pay your monthly bills, then you're super short right now. Like I get like trying to drum up some money. I see a lot of my cats doing that. Shout out Mike Love was talking about that. I think he posted his because Mike is right now he's in between gigs after he got let go of the radio. Right. So, but I get why cats do that because Mike hasn't had any gigs since like the 13th or whenever they shut everything down.
Right. So, and I reiterated the thing about that this was going to be popping, like I said, because this is the season. Like I said, prom, graduate, like this is a money making season right now. So all of this money is gone. All these events, because like I know people who are who do events. All this event season is gone now. So all that revenue that you had counted that you were going to make this year is gone for this time, and it's no guarantee that people are going to reschedule. Like you're not going to like necessarily
you can't reschedule all the graduation and prom and all that stuff is dead. Like that's nobody's going to reschedule that shit for like October and nothing. It's just over. Like you're depending on that money, it's done.
Right, but it's like you have to think about it in that way about what's going on, because I saw a meme, and I know our brother posted it. Kareem did post this meme because it's been shared around, basically talking about how people said our economy is so good, but it's like if our economy is so good, how come so many people are like, if you miss one paycheck, so many people are fucked right now for missing one paycheck. But is our economy really that good? If our economy is as good, as strong as you guys are claiming, all these corporate bigwigs and all that, if you're claiming that the economy is that great and all that, then why are we struggling as a people so much? And it's not necessarily that the first thing people try to tackle, well, you guys need better spending habits. And I like the counters that people give. They're like, okay, if I'm making this amount from your big time corporation and I'm making this amount, and then I have to pay this amount for rent because I live here, I have to pay this amount for the car, and I have to pay this amount for childcare, this amount for that, then that only leaves me this amount at the end of the month. So where am I? I'm not being, reckless with my money. I don't have cable. I've cut everything that you could possibly cut. I brown bag my lunch. I drink coffee from home. Like, I don't spend any extra money, but literally every single dollar I have is leaving out. So it is like a problem that you do have to look at. And then the other one that I saw, the meme I liked, is when they were talking about like how corporations were, like we know, like it's the workers that make the corporation, because the fact that these big wigs are trying to push you to get back to work, and it's like, but if you're sick and you legitimately can't, you shouldn't be pushing sick people back into work, because like you're like, oh well, we need to open up the economy, we need to open up, we're losing money.
The reason why, because they're losing money too. These big wigs, like I said, if you own restaurants, you're losing big time money now. like tens of thousands, maybe millions, depending on how big your chain is right now. Like you losing a lot of money. Like they're losing money too. So that's why they're trying to get everybody back to work.
Yeah, I know they're losing money, but if you're a big corporation that big, then it's like, I'm sure you're not robbing Peter to pay Paul and you're not living paycheck to paycheck. I'm sure you're not. Like, you have some sort of, you know what I mean?
You definitely have it, but if you're a billionaire, if you lose, you go from 5 billion to 4 billion, you're not hurting, but you still lost $1 billion at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get you still lost, but
it's just your net worth is 4 billion instead of 5 now, but you still, at the end of the day, you still just lost $1 billion.
Yeah, it's like, but some of these people are just greedy. The thing I'm just saying is that some of them are just greedy and just pushing, just, you guys, like, they don't care about, they don't give a damn about the workers. Like, as long as I'm making my profit, then I'm fine with making my profit. And it's like, well, you won't be able to make profit if your workers are all sick and, you know, and you can't. I just hope that people just listen and follow the instructions. Like I just keep on saying, just stay in the house. If you have to leave, just leave for, your grocery run. And just do that. If you do have to leave for work and you are out there and you're having to work out in the streets and be out here, just please be careful.
Sam Jackson said it best. Stay the fuck at home. You saw the poem he did on Jimmy Kimmel. I'm going to read part of it for those that haven't seen it. I'm going to read it in my Sam. I'm going to read it in my Sam Jackson voice.
Go ahead.
Stay the fuck at home. Rome is spreading. This shit is no joke. It's no time to work or roam. The way you can fight is simple, my friends. Just stay the fuck at home. That's part of it.
I was like, I want the book and I want to read it. But would I be a bad mom if I read to my kids? If I read that book to my kids, would I be a bad mom?
Good shit. Well, technically, I'm not a doctor, but motherfuckers listen when I read a poem. So here I am, Sam fucking Jackson, warning you to keep your ass at home. If you want to get things back to normal, don't panic, just use your dome. Wash your hands, stop touching your face, and stay the fuck at home. It's really that simple. Sam Jackson said it best.
When I was watching that video, I was just cracking up. I'm like, this is approved. I was like, approved by me, approved to have Sam Jackson read that poem. Just very excellent. But it is true. You have to stay at home. Oh, shout out to my old teacher, Miss Latanya Dollar Jones. She tagged me in a post, and it basically was like a grown-up cage for like your parents, and it was like what you need to keep your parents during quarantine. It had like your parents in a cage. And she tagged me in the post.
I'm reading that poem to Mom. That's what I'm gonna keep her in.
And when
I'm saying, Mom, check out this Sam Jackson video, Mom. I'm showing Mom
because I was
shit.
like, yes. Because I posted more than once about Mom just not listening and just not staying at home. And even like some of like my old classmates, because everybody knows and loves my mom. Like, like our mom was like classroom mom. Everybody knows our mom. So it's like when I post that and they're like, do I need to go over and make her? I was like, hell, you might have to. Like, I might need like some outside authority. Like if y'all, everybody who know my mama and y'all know I love my mama, it's up to stay your butt at home. Just stay home, please. Stay home.
Be out here in these streets and shit.
Stay home. Just stay home.
The irony is, for years she talked shit about us running the streets and shit. Like in our younger days when we want to be out kicking it and all of that shit. Now she wants to be out running the streets. She'd be like, I stay my butt at home.
Yeah, when I was like 25, she'd be talking about, you going out partying and this. I'm 25. Of course I'm going to go out and party. I'm 25. I had no responsibilities. I had no children.
Yeah. The younger days,
I had 2 jobs.
It'd be like 12, be like 12:30 in the morning. You just leaving for the club at 12:30, not coming home. You just leaving the house.
12 a.m. on the way to the club.
Exactly. She complained about that shit back in the day. It's like, you just going right now? Yeah, the club stays open until 5, Mom. So leaving at 12:30 is not that big a deal.
And then after the club, you go to the after spot. You might go and you get you some breakfast. You go and you stop and get stop to IHOP, get you some breakfast.
5 a.m. at the Waffle House.
I've done that where we stopped at like 3, 4 in the morning. We stopped at IHOP and we ate at IHOP.
We used to do that all the time. Get you some breakfast.
In our younger days. Like we said, in our younger days. But now it's like, well, if we were able to go outside, it's like day parties. That's like the best invention for like people my age group. It's day parties. When I
found out about quarantine parties, I hope this shit lasts after the quarantine is over. Like, I hope cats, Club Oz might continue and shit. I'm liking these online parties.
I'm liking the little video challenges that people are doing. They do the switch up when people are posting. Like, Tamika, my girl Tamika, she sent me one of the moms, like basically showing the mom makeover, like how the moms were looking like, being in the house with the kids. And then when they flipped it, then they had like their nice outfit and stuff, but showing like, hey, mamas, we can still be sexy too. We still got
Candace did that with I think she's one of represents Ashley Stewart. It was like Candace, the radio station, Candace McCollum. Shout out. Mornings, news and traffic on Power 92 and 106.3. Right. She did that. She's part of the plus size model, so Ashley Stewart, and they did a video like that where they showed them that they busted quarantine look. Then they switched it and they were like glammed up like that. They all did that for like each one of them. It was about 6 or 7 of them that each did it like that. It was pretty dope. So shout out Candace with that.
If we can find like maybe 4 or 5 more moms, maybe me and Tamika can put together a video. And I'll probably have I'll have Marcus edit the video for us so it can look good.
Kanisha, I'm trying to think of some of your friends that could do this shit.
Yeah, Kanisha, Coretta,
Adelia.
Yeah, like I'm gonna try to have some of my girls.
You got 5 right there, right? You got 5 already right there.
That's right. I can hit them up and be like, "Girls, would you want to participate so we can do something fun, with that?" And then Marcus could edit the video for us. So, yeah, because Tamika was like, "We should do one," because she sent me that video of like the celebrity / influencer. Because I know Kev on stage, his wife, it was her video. I know she was on it. Jennifer Freeman from My Wife and Kids was the very last one.
Hey.
Yeah, she was the very last one in the video.
Shout out Earl Watson, didn't you?
Yeah, because her daughter was in the video because like she posted with her and her daughter. And then when she switched, it looked like she glammed up both her and her daughter, and they looked really pretty. Like they both were glammed up, yeah. So, I mean, I was like, that was nice. But you just...
Earl Watson.
You just went... Earl Yeah.
Google Jennifer Freeman and Earl Watson if y'all don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Google that bitch.
I'm just shaking my head over here. But it is really good to just do fun stuff like that. And then I saw the other ones where I saw with people who were in the military. I saw a military one where people showed their quarantine look and showed them in their army fatigues. And I thought that was nice. Like that's respect, showing the service people. I saw another one with like firefighter women, like women who were firefighters, and like they were like high up. Like one was like a lieutenant, one was like a captain. Like after they took off their their fire gear, they had like their club, like dressed up. And then the natural hair one,
essential workers, the firefighters. Shout out to them.
And I got excited about the natural hair because they show like like how it looks like like some kind of stage of before you style your natural hair, like the twists and the stuff that you have to do to prep your hair. But then once you take them twists down or like, do whatever, then you got your big pretty fro, you got your nice popping curls, and you be like, don't touch me. You feeling yourself and you got the right curl. Oh, I know when you get that right curl going and then your hair is just popping, you be really feeling yourself when you do that.
And
but I mean, I think that those videos are fun to do. I think they are.
Speaking of natural, let's let's talk about the elephant in the room right now with all these cats like the salt and pepper, the silver foxes we seeing online now during the quarantine.
I like it though. I think
P. Diddy, Kevin Hart, who was another one. That's 2 I can think of off the top of my head. There's a bunch of them. DJ Khaled's another one. Yeah, they we seeing how these cats really look.
Mike Love Mike's gray beard.
Mike Love old as hell.
We love you, Mike. You're a silver fox. You are. But yeah, like the salt and pepper, Marcus was like,
now. So it's starting to prove that black does crack.
Last show Marcus did it, he was like, damn. But I keep on telling Marcus, I said, babe, you were ahead of the curve, because when Marcus started going gray, he did not dye his beard. And Marcus, now he's looking like, okay, now, I've always had my gray now for the last few years, but now people are starting to catch up to him now. So he's holding on to his gray proudly, Marcus is. But like you said, maybe black does crack, maybe. You might see.
Like, damn, when Kevin Hart looked young for a minute. Like, damn, when Kevin get old, he looks 40 now. He looks
like he looked like a teenager. Like he looked like a little bit of a teenager for a while. He did look really young.
Oh, another one shot.
He did. He looked young for a while.
50, yeah. Another one, Dwayne Johnson. He got the silver fox going now too. Yeah, Dwayne is like, was he 48? I think he was born in 72. I think he's like 48. So yeah, Dwayne's getting close to 50. Yeah. He's getting up there, knocking on 50.
But I like it though. I say embrace it.
Smell what the fox is cooking? The silver fox?
Silver fox?
Smell what the fox is cooking.
I think they should embrace it though. And then I know some of the ladies have been posting like pictures of their nails like, damn, I need to fill in, but this is where I shine. I don't get my nails done. Ha ha. This is where I shine. I'm natural. I don't wear lashes. I don't wear, nails. I don't, wear heavy makeup. I don't do any of that. So
cats complaining about they can't get to the barbershop. Guess what? This is where I win. I stocked up on razor blades. I'm good.
Exactly.
got stocked up on razor blades and shaving cream, so I'm straight. While y'all was stocking up on toilet paper, I was stocking up on blades and cream.
Blades and cream.
Blades and shaving cream. That's what I was stocking up on. I was like, yeah, I'm straight for the quarantine. Still got the and I still shave every day, so it's still nice and smooth. I don't have a 5 o'clock shadow going on right now.
Ew. Then one of my friends, he posted, he said he started like a cross between Uncle Phil and George Jefferson because he was like, he hasn't shaved. So he got like the Uncle Phil.
Charlamagne was talking about George Jefferson. Charlamagne looks like he's part for Kevin Durant. You know what the nappy, Kevin Durant, that nappy look. Part Kevin Durant and part RoboCop. Knew when RoboCop took his helmet off. Remember that, how he looked?
I gotta see a picture. I want to see a picture now.
He ain't showed it. He said he's covering it. He wear anytime he's doing a live video, he has a hood on. So I want to see Charlamagne without the hood now. You gotta take the hood off, bro.
When you broadcast that, you have to show us now. You have to show it now. You can't give us that visual and
then say that you look like Kevin Durant and RoboCop and not show it.
You can't do that. You have to give the visual now. Like now, I'm having it.
Now
where he took off the I'm cracking up laughing.
You and RoboCop took his helmet off all day in the forehead.
The original RoboCop, not that trash one that was a few years back.
That never happened.
No, the original
one from the
80s. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Officer Murphy, goddamn.
What's that, like 87, 88?
When that came out. Shout out Dick Jones, one of the greatest villains in cinema history.
I don't wash my hands after I take a dump, so I'm the ultimate villain. Yeah,
your name is Dick. So you're Dick Jones. You're a dick.
He was the bathroom and didn't wash his hands, and then you touched the guy's hair. That was disgusting. Like, especially in this environment, like with the whole coronavirus, and it really just makes you
coronavirus. Might need to make a meme with that shit. Show that clip and then Cardi B's voice on coronavirus. This shit is real.
I wish I knew how to. Maybe that's what I need to learn how to do. I need to learn how to do edits of videos and stuff. Maybe I need to learn how to do that while I'm out for quarantine, because I'll have visuals of stuff, but I don't know how to put together stuff. I don't know how to do it.
Play around with Photoshop a little bit. There you go.
Right. Coronavirus. But yeah, disgusting.
But get well soon to some of the celebs that are dealing with the coronavirus. It's a Jazzy Jeff we talked about. He's not doing too well right now. Shout out the legendary Scarface. He's like dealing with it. Like some of our legends are, I'm pulling for him to get through it. Yeah, definitely pulling.
Mm-hmm. I know I saw a report that said that Pink recovered. Like her and her son had it, but they both recovered. They're both negative now. So
I know the NBA players are recovering too. Marcus Smart, Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell. They all said they're corona free now, which is good.
Good. Mm-hmm. Good.
And I don't know when the hell the NBA is coming up with all kinds of scenarios. I think the season might just end up getting canceled. They still trying to salvage it. They still trying to salvage it. If they come back, just go right to the playoffs. Forget the regular season and do a shortened version of the playoffs. Like round one should be a best of three, and round 2 and 3, like the semis and the conference finals should both be best of 5. And then the NBA finals, you just want to have your 7 games, like do that only in the finals. So then that would and have it a single location. All teams go to their one location and have it there, and do that shit as quick, and try to get the whole thing over in a week if you can. Just like have the games back to back to back and do that shit all right together.
A week or 2 at most, 2 weeks at most.
2 weeks, the playoffs last 2 weeks. Get that shit over in 2 weeks.
I think it should be over. I think it should be. Because it's just bigger fish to fry. It's more important things going on right now. So I think it should just be gone.
Once again, like I said, these billionaire owners, they losing money too. They trying to get they trying to save the money they losing.
And that's what makes me so mad about that stuff. It's like people are out here dying, and like
at least a lot of them are paying their workers now, because a lot of them were being dicks at first, and not because guess what? All your arena workers and like ticket takers and concessions, they not millionaires. Like the players are straight; they got multi-million-dollar contracts. But all these other workers, they losing money. So like at least a lot of them, like Mark Cuban took care of his. Philadelphia's owners, they took care of theirs. So like I think even Reinsdorf did it. They started saying we're gonna pay all of those since I think he did it for the Bulls and the White Sox. He paid like workers for like both of those. I think he did it for both his teams.
And the Blackhawks too. The Blackhawks, yeah.
Yeah, that's a different owner, but I know they did it as well too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Blackhawks did it too, yeah.
But it's like because all of those workers are like, and most of them are, like I said, making minimum wage or slightly more. It's like you got to take care of those workers.
Yeah, you might be making your $12, $13 an hour, and if you were depending on that money,
And now the season is canceled. Like I said, you haven't gotten a check since the middle of March. And now, like, bills are due now, so you're starting to panic. You're starting to feel the pressure now. And who knows when those stimulus checks are coming, so there you go. You're feeling that pressure now.
Allegedly, I think I saw something about around the 17th is when it should be coming, like around the week of the 17th is something that I saw, the first batch. But the thing is with the stimulus checks, well, first of all, the stimulus checks goes by if you filed your 2019 taxes. And if you didn't file your 2019 taxes, they're going to look at that. And then on top of that, with your tax that you filed, if you did direct deposit, then it's just going to deposit the money in the account that's already on the system for direct deposit.
If they don't have any deposit information, then they're going to mail a check. But they're going to go with the information that they have if they have deposit information. Right.
And from what I saw, they said that if you get a paper check, it could be several weeks for you to get your payment if you're waiting on a paper check. It could be weeks and weeks for you to get your payment. But if you already filed, but if you haven't done so, file your taxes, file your 2019 taxes, get those in so you can be on the system. And because I mean, you're going to need your $1,200 per person. You're going to need that because most people are most people that we know of would qualify for the $1,200.
But I owe some tax money too, so see if I can push that back. Not paying that tax. Give me the $1,200 now. I'll pay that other shit later. So. because I owe some money. That's why I didn't file mine.
I think up to 75,000 is what a single person, a single taxpayer can have to get the full 1,200, and then it's a sliding scale after that.
Yeah,
but if you make over 95, you make over 95,000, you're getting nothing. If you make over 95,000.
So this strictly for the lower and the middle class is what this is for.
Lower and middle class, right? And then I think for married couples, I think it maybe goes up to what, like
it doubles everything. Okay.
It's like if you do like 150, I think you get the full 24. But then it's like the sliding scale. I think anything over like 200 or whatever, then it's like you're not going to get nothing. So, yeah, it's a sliding scale, though. So most people that, like I said, I know do fall under that umbrella where they are going to be eligible for the 1,200. Or if they're not the 1,200, then they may get like a portion of that. They might get like 700 or 800. They may get a portion of it. But you are going to get some sort of a relief.
No, I can definitely use it. But like I said, I owe tax money, so that's my dilemma.
And then the question
of people, they're not penalizing people right now. They're gonna I'm sure they're not penalizing people at this point.
No, they're not, because they say they're not going to be taxed. It's not going to be taxed. But
I'm talking about the money I made in 2019. That's what I'm
I don't think they are. I have to look. I'm not sure, but I have to look at that. I don't like that. Seems kind of asinine.
Yeah, they're not gonna take the out of the money you owe. They just send you that and be like they'll bill you. It seems like that will make more sense. So you know times are hard. It's like just pay us later this year and shit. When this shit is over. It seems like that's what they would do.
The funny thing that I saw that somebody wrote, they was like, so you people who sold your kids, like, who gonna get that 500? Because you know people be selling their kids for tax money or whatever. And then it's like, because if you let someone else claim your child on their taxes, and then they have your child's information, so when that 500, so who's going to get the 500 now? The person who filed your kid, or because they're your kid?
I think it's doing that shit. I'm not naming names. We know somebody that was doing that tax.
Right. I think it's going to be the person who files, because whoever files it is going to be the one who gets the credit.
Like they get credit.
So all these years, if you were letting somebody claim because you were trying to flip your taxes and do that, and now you're looking forward to getting that extra 500 per kid, sorry, homie, you're not going to get that 500 per kid. You're not going to get that extra. So, wonder how many arguments are going to be had about that. Because, like I said, times are rough right now. So, if you get that, you're not going to give the extra 500 to your friend. You're not going to do that. Most people are not going to just be that high and say they're not going to do that.
Times is tough, they say.
But during the tough times, I did find a happy point in this time, because it's like while you're quarantined, you're obviously going to be on social media more. You're going to be watching more television, and the show that I watched, like I took the bite on it because I saw everybody talking about Tiger King in my timeline. Tiger King.
Talk to me about that shit, I haven't watched it. I've been seeing everybody talk about it. I haven't had time to watch it. I've been watching a lot of other shit.
Marcus watched it last week, and he was like, "Oh, this shit is hilarious." He was like, "You would be thoroughly irritated." I said, "What is it?" And he basically described it. He said, "It's Hicks from French Lick." He said, "That's basically what the show is about. It's about hillbilly."
I didn't watch this shit. So I'm gonna let you.
It's hillbilly reality TV. That's what it is. It's hillbilly reality TV. So the main guy, his name is Joe Exotic. That's the name that he goes by.
I know that. It's like, I know about him.
Yeah, and he.
I know he's in jail now. I know that much and shit.
He's in jail now. Spoiler alert! But he owns he owned at the time a private zoo where he had big cats. And that was his thing.
Exotic cats is what he did. That was his thing. That's why I called him Joe Exotic. He breeded exotic fucking pets and shit is what he did.
Yes, and that's what the dilemma was, is that they were saying that the breeding and selling, because it's like a illegal thing with that. Like, it's like, people like the animal rights group come after you because they're like, you breeding and selling these and exploiting these animals and this and that. And he had like one main nemesis named Carol Baskin, who was in Florida, because like she has her own big cat sanctuary in Florida. And she's saying that her sanctuary is the only approved one, and this and that one, like one of the only approved ones in the nation. And she gives her cats, she doesn't, do it for the exploiter gain, for like financial gain for her pet, for her cats or whatever. But in the documentary, they were saying that Carol was full of shit and that she's a hypocrite. That's what everybody who they interviewed was like. So that's basically where it was. It was like him and her going back and forth. And then they showed the cast of other characters, other exotic cat people who had private zoos as well. And I have to say, if you watch it, you're going to see a lot of missing teeth. You're going to see some missing limbs. You're going to see mullets.
I wonder why this bullshit caught on so much. Is it because of the quarantine and shit? I wonder why that shit caught on.
Probably. But it was highly, if you want to be entertained,
it sounds terrible, which is why another reason why I haven't watched it yet either.
No, it's so. I was like, what in the My Name is Earl is this? I was like, what is it? Because it was like My Name is Earl. It was like
My Name is Earl. The lovely James Presley.
Right, like I said, teeth were missing. Like people had missing teeth, and they were very, very trailer. Very that type of stuff, and it was highly entertaining. Like they were right there because Joe Exotic, like it was set in Oklahoma. That's where his zoo was, in Oklahoma.
One of the hickiest parts of the fucking country and shit.
Yeah. And it's something, I can't even remember the name of the town. Like it was like some town that I've never even heard of.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's the only two cities I know are like Oklahoma City and Tulsa. That's the only cities I know in Oklahoma. I don't know any other cities but those two and shit. OKC and Tulsa are the only fucking cities I know.
When they were showing like the wide shots, this is like Central Illinois. Like because when you do drive downstate Illinois, when you see Central and Southern Illinois, it's very country in Central and Southern Illinois. We don't think about being in Chicago.
Looking like Buckley, Illinois and shit.
Right.
Random towns like that and shit. Gilman, Illinois, like Anna, Illinois, random ass towns like that. And most people that listen to this podcast probably never heard of any of those towns.
Pontiac, Ashcombe.
Good one, yeah. That most people like, what the hell is that? If you take 57 South, you'll see all of those signs.
57 South. Like I said, I did it for 4 years. 57 South. Take 57 South, and you'll see all those little towns on the way. And the population might be 2,000 people in the whole town.
All those suck ass towns.
That's what the population is, and it's not many of us, as you can imagine, in the town. It's not many people who look like us down there. But I promise you will be entertained. So if you want to have some good old fun, watch Tiger King.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to watching it. So I always end up doing some other shit. Like if I always go down the YouTube rabbit hole. That's what I've been doing a lot lately.
And it's 7 parts, and like it's not too bad. Maybe each episode is maybe like 44, 45 minutes, like that. So it's like about 43, 44 minutes each episode, and it's 7 episodes, so you can get through it pretty quickly. And like even the way that like when I was watching, like when you watch the first 2 episodes, and then you could tell, like you could kind of look and you could see, okay, you could see what's good. You could kind of feel it, the impact before it occurs, because you could just see it just boiling. You could see like the conflict that's boiling, and you're like, oh shit, it's about to go down. And you already know that it's going to be bad, but some of the stuff like could not even prepare me for like what came out in it, but I won't spoil it. But you will be thoroughly entertained if you want to get something to help you get your mind off of being quarantined. If you just want to laugh at some ridiculous shit for a few hours, put it on and you will be entertained. I promise.
Yeah, it will not disappoint. Terrible to me, so maybe I'll watch it.
Terrible.
I've been hearing people talk about it for about 2 weeks now, and like, should I watch this? And then I still didn't watch it. I was gonna watch it so I could talk about it, and then still didn't watch the shit. Another reason because this weekend is WrestleMania weekend as well too. So it been like WrestleMania been weird as hell with no audience and shit. So it's like,
no audience, yeah.
So I've been watching WrestleMania. Yeah, It's like
Like,
no
how
audience.
does it work? Because like you go off of the crowd.
Crowd is like if it's a match like back in the day, like Hogan Macho Man, the crowd would have been like the third member. Yeah, like the crowd is like part of the show. Yeah, especially when they start their chants.
But when Hogan fought Andre,
Hogan and Andre, WrestleMania 3, baby. WrestleMania 3.
There you go, WrestleMania
3. And Hogan Macho Man was 5 and shit. Yeah, I know all the WrestleManias. You don't get me started. Don't get me started. Rock Hogan was WrestleMania 18. Let's go. I know all.
Wow. I didn't realize that Hulk Hogan and The Rock. I didn't realize that they had a match. I didn't realize
when Hogan came back as Hollywood Hogan, like he was in the full black and white. Wasn't red and yellow Hogan, it was black and white Hogan, and he came back and he fought The Rock.
I didn't like when he was Hollywood. Yeah. And then did he join up with the Suck It guys at that point? Wasn't he?
Yeah, that was when he was the NWO. Yeah, that was that NWO Hogan.
Suck It guys. Yeah.
And Rock Cena was WrestleMania 28.
I stopped watching when it got like really soap opera-y because it was just too much for me to follow. And I was like, I like when it was just the matches, and I like the colorful characters. Like I like the old school, like IRS Erwin Ashton.
Sting was your guy. I remember.
Sting was my favorite wrestler. That was my favorite one. I like Sting. I did like Ric Flair because Ric Flair was flashy. Like I liked his costumes. Like he was
the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling.
He had the feathered hair, and then he had on like the robe, like the sequin robe, and and the way he would come out. Yeah,
he's pull up in the limousine and like 5 women to get out of the limo with him. Classic Flair.
I like Macho Man because I liked his voice because he had like the gravelly, the rough voice.
Macho Man.
And I like Snap It to a Slim Jim. I used to like his commercials. So. Yeah, I like Macho.
Rest in peace to Macho and Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. I know Mom liked it because he would come out to the graduation song to Pop and Circumstance. I know Mom liked that. Yeah, yeah, Mom liked that when he would come out to that. But I like the cast of characters back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's been a unique cast WrestleMania. And I believe that has been probably the most unique one since I've been watching. It's been this rest of the 36 one. It's like there's 35 normal ones, and then this is gonna be the weird WrestleMania when you look back.
Yeah, everything is just kind of off now with this.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you mentioned to me, you said that the Olympics has been postponed to 2021.
Olympics, they eventually said that it's done. Yeah, they're not doing it. The Tokyo Games are officially taking place in 2021. So they said we're not even going to chance that. And even if I was an Olympian, I wouldn't go over there and do that shit.
No.
Like I'm not going. Even after the quarantine, I wouldn't do much traveling.
Right.
I saw Mike Love put a good post out about he's like, with the quarantine ending, it's like, I know mothers would have had a fit if Mother's Day got canceled. People say it's probably still going to get canceled. It's like you said, Marcus is saying he thinks it's going to be June. But even if it did end on the 30th of April, for example, I'm not taking Mom out and shit on Mother's Day. That's too soon right after that shit. I'm not going to all these restaurants be like super, you got an hour wait. Like, I'm not taking my mother to that shit.
Exactly. And elbow to elbow with people. And then that's why I said my thing. I said we would set up Shea Goulets in our dining room. That's Gully. Shea Goulets. That's what we're going to set up. We're going to have a Shea Goulets in our dining room. And that's what's going to happen. Me, Marcus, and the kids are going to be sitting here on Mother's Day. That's what we'll do. I'm not. I don't want to go out to nothing. Pass. Pass. Like we can
deal with crowds.
Just cook me. Just go to the part in the store. They have like nice things. You can go to Whole Foods or Mariano's and get your good cut of meats and your good vegetables and this and that. And then prepare me a nice home cooked meal. So. Whatever.
Just tell them what you want. Yeah. Whatever you got to taste.
But I don't want to look it up. Yeah. My thing, I always eat salmon. My favorite thing I eat. Yeah. But I was like, I'm not going out. I don't want to do that.
Too soon, man. # too soon.
And then people want to go out and like talk. Like the thing that's still making me like just cringe in my skin. these guys getting these haircuts. Why? Why are you getting a haircut? Just why?
Should I say which one of my homies got a haircut?
I'm telling people
he posted it. I'm gonna say it.
Somebody got a haircut yesterday. Somebody's got a haircut yesterday.
Shout out to his homie Xavier. He had his barber come over his house and shit.
No.
Like I said, us baldies are winning right now. It's just if you know how to save your head.
You said you know. I'm doing whatchamacallit. I did the girl from Get Out. No. That's how I feel right now when I see people getting haircuts. Or if girls want to get their nails done. No. It's not that serious because if you think about it, if people, okay, because you know like your barber is doing house calls because like obviously they're not going in a shop or whatever.
All the shops are closed. And I get it. Once again, they're losing out too because my guy KD, I think he's doing house calls now. And I'm like, hey, you
right.
You living dangerously out here, but I get he needs the money. Like, he's a barber. He got to make his money. But usually you living dangerously, brother. You going over people's houses and shit.
Right. Because like you're going to a house and then let's say that you went to somebody's house and then they had a gathering, but they had a gathering of 7 people. I only had 7 people in my house the other day. But then those 7 people were all infected and didn't know they were infected. So now they've transmitted stuff into their house. You go in their house.
Only one of them was infected, and now he infected everybody else. The one that was infected, he came and infected the whole other 6, including the barber.
Right.
And now you're infected and you going to somebody's house.
You're going to all these, because like, let's be real, like if you're going to make house calls, you're going to be going to be try and make that profit. So you're going to be going to at least like 5, 6 different, 7, 8. You know, you're going to be going to several homes.
If you only going to cut one head, like you're going to do enough to pay the bills. If you're only going to cut one head, like even if it's like $50, like what's $50 going to do for you? It's like you're going to do it. You're going to really do it and shit. Like so at least like 5, 6, 7, 10 people you're going to do.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's $40.
Even if it's 40, $40. That's nothing. It's like you're not gonna do one person for $40. You're gonna do 10. You got to get $400. What you gonna do?
Exactly. You're gonna be going to a lot of different people, and you don't know people's personal habits of what they're doing. Like I said, I can wholeheartedly say no one has been in my house except for me, Marcus, and the kids. No other outside people have been in my house. No one.
Mine. I haven't had anybody in mine.
No outside people have been in my house. Mm-hmm. Like not my mama, not my brothers. Nobody has been in my house except.
See how we've been recording for the last 3 weeks now.
Yes, we've been remotely. And we're siblings, so like I said, if anything, like it would be like, well, Oscar, no, not even siblings, nope. Like you gotta keep that distance. You just like for now, you know, like I said, it's not going to last forever. Like, yeah, you know, this is a hard part, you know, missing your family and stuff. And like I said, I do miss you guys, but it's like I know for the bigger purpose, I know that we have to just follow this for now, and then. Once, you know, we are able to be back in the same room and not have to social distance, then it's going to be that much better because now maybe, you know, instead of just having like, you know, for people who like you only see like maybe 2 times a year, maybe now you're seeing them every month now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe it's going to open up that, you know, to make you guys closer. Because like I said, we've always joked and said that Black people only get together for weddings and funerals. We've always joked about that. But it's like maybe this may open up that, okay, where, you know, like, hey, let's just get together on a random Thursday. Let's get together.
Just you know, because.
Just because. You ain't got to go to work tomorrow? Hey, let's go here. Okay. Because you don't always need a reason to get together. Just do it. I say, just go ahead and just do it. That's it. And did you see, yes, I was so happy. So another thing that's going to help us through once it comes, the Michael Jordan documentary is coming early. Woo!
Hey, they're dropping it early because ain't no NBA. So they said, let's push this thing up to April. It's supposed to drop in June.
Because I was like, ain't nothing else going on because they are struggling on the TV side now because It's nothing to show. It's like you have to show.
Man. Woo.
You guys show old NCAA Final Four games. You have to show. Like we were watching one with your boy with Nazim Muhammad. We were watching with Kentucky when
Kentucky won the title the year they won. Because Kentucky
we were watching
won
that game like 97.
We were watching won twice. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we were watching that game that 97 game. When I was looking, I was like, wait a minute. I said, isn't this Nazim's team? And Mark was like, yeah. He said, there he go right there. And I saw him and they showed it close up. I was like, oh, that is him right there. Baby.
I think Twine was already in the NBA by then. I don't think because Twine was his teammate, but I think Twine was part of that epic 96 class. So Twine would have already been drafted.
He was.
But Nazi was still there because he was part of the 98 class.
Yeah. So we were watching that game, and they have to show and do stuff like that. Show like old NCAA games. Show.
I've been watching on NBC Sports at Chicago. I've been watching old Bulls games. Like I watched an old Bulls Knicks game from '96. Like that.
I'm trying to remember what team it was.
John Clark, Anthony Mason, and cats like that. I
can't remember what team it was. Now, what I would want to see is the '96 Bulls and Supersonics. I want to see that. I would watch that right now. Mm-hmm. I would watch that the final from '96 because since the Supersonics don't exist, I would watch that. That I would watch for nostalgia purposes.
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, baby.
GB. Mm-hmm. But the Jordan docs do start on the 19th. It's a 5-part because it's 10 episodes. So they're going to show the 2 episodes each week. So you get 5 weeks of Jordan, 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So that should help us guide through. So maybe, hopefully, by then, maybe after that, maybe
for all my baseball fans, they did re-air both the White Sox and the Cubs World Series victories. Both re-aired last week. I saw that. Mm-hmm. So, depending if you're a Sox fan and for 05 they aired, or Cubs fan from 2016 they aired, both of those games aired for my baseball fans to show the one time that the Chicago teams won in our lifetime. Pretty much. They both won once. Yeah. Like, our life. Who knows when they're going to win it.
You have to be entertained, but I will be locked in watching Jordan, and I'm going to put it on and let Ari watch it with me. And, she's going to say, oh, it's Space Jam. She's going because that's what she knows Michael Jordan has now is Space Jam now. So she got the man from Space Jam in it, but Yep.
You ready to wrap this thing up, kid?
Yeah. And RIH to Bill Withers. I saw that come across my timeline. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I think he was 81, I want to say.
Yeah.
Because the song I love by him is, of course, like people are like Lean on Me, but the one I really like is Lovely Day.
Lovely Day.
That's nice. That's a good, like Lovely Day does. It actually does change your mood because I've done that before in time. I do that before, I want to wake up in the morning and I put that on as like my music to help me get ready in the morning. Like I'm really feeling just kind of like I don't want to adult today, and I'm like, let me put on Lovely Day so that'll help me get up and get my day going and feel better. And it's a feel good record, so definitely gonna miss him.
And some major anniversaries happened this week too for like that's like 1 year of Nipsey Hussle we lost. Marvin Gaye's anniversary of his death, and Martin Luther King. So some major anniversaries. Was the 1 year Nip? I had to post something about that because like that went by quick. Like Nip, it seemed like we just lost Nip, and that was like a whole year went by. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So rest in peace to the late great Mr. Nipsey Hussle. And let's wrap this thing up, kid.
Okay.
All right. Well, appreciate you joining us for Not Another Damn Podcast. Still under quarantine, week 3. If you like what we're doing, then here's how you can connect with us. Like our Facebook fan page, first of all. Do that. Hopefully they won't. Well, they're not gonna block this like they kicked me off while I was doing my live mission on my Oz Radio Facebook page. So Since it's gonna be posted on Facebook, let's talk shit. Well, fuck you, Facebook. So how about that? But yeah, you can follow me at Ozman. Let me rewind before we get to following me. Like, subscribe, share, rate, review, all of that stuff for all of our podcasts on all your platforms. You have Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha? Hey. I see you still doing your thing, Tasha. And you can get us on your Amazon Alexa. And you can check us out on YouTube. Audio only, video coming eventually. Yeah. And which means eventually, yeah, like I said, you can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook. Fuck you, Facebook. And you can check out ozradio.net where I have all your current hits. It's still a work in progress, but you can check out some hits. I did some upgrading on it last week. And if you want to check out your 90s and 2K classics, hit up ozradio.net, the bomb. I have the link for that. I could send it to you.
And you can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SER8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SER8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. New ones coming soon, I promise. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
And there it is. I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.